Somewhere Beyond the Sea by TJ Klune is the sequel to House on the Cerulean Sea, a fantasy book from a few years ago that I really loved. This one continues the adventures of Linus, Arthur, and all of their magical children on the small island they call home, as they continue to deal with discrimination from the government. When a new, harsher inspector is sent to their island with the intention of taking the kids away from Linus and Arthur, they all need to come up with a plan to keep their found family together. So I didn't think this was quite as good as the first one. It didn't really have the same emotional impact. You also didn't have as much of the whimsy because you kind of already knew everything that was going on. More than the first book, it is very on the nose with its social commentary, which I agree with, but there were a few times where I was like, yes, okay, I know, I get it. And I think the ending was just like a bit too neat and tidy, a bit too sweet for my taste. All that being said, this was still a pretty delightful read. I mean, these characters are just so much fun to be with. All of the children are just so delightful. Chauncey is easily like the most goated character in all of fiction. So yeah, was the sequel needed? Not necessarily, but I'm definitely glad it exists, and if you're a fan of the first one, you should definitely check this one out. Also, the afterword was the best part of the book. Get her ass, Travis.